Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing right away is Daniels. Pass caught, it's Lane with it. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Crack ball 80. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Right back to Booker. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Jordan Stout in punt formation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing his dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
But down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyrone Tracy with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved. Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ready.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
The first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
They're going to go. It's Booker. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Tracy going to get it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 8. Looking to throw. Dart. Got his man. Dell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you can get a good head of steam going.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go. Here's Dart. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive. The Washington. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Bobby Okereke came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Daniels. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
60 Eagles.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's Jordan Stout now. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win. From the 22, here's second and 8.
Throwing his dart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Here's Dart. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Johnston. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. To throw once more. Here's Dart. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tucker Kraft, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Giants' 43-yard line.
Running again, and again it's Booker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Past the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
19, Charger, 19.
They go with Booker off the gun. And a short pickup there down about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Dart. This drive here beginning probably with a more motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and 6 now. To throw now, Dart. Dart tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
1 yard gain.
Well, we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
The 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Crackle 80.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Lane, 33 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. To return it, here comes Keelan Robinson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Gain of 24 yards. And the Giants first down.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. There he goes, left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And even 100 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Giants first down. 1st and goal, Giants.
Robinson will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now it's Tracy. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Commanders' defense looking for a stop here. It's 3rd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Jackson Dart with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants have taken the lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
kicks nowadays before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at their 49-yard line.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Ready.
To throw is Daniels. Pass caught, right side, Fannin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now 2nd and 3.
Back to 60.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Now Daniels. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Daniels going to throw for it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. He's got this complete to Robinson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, Dart. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's a gain of 11.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The
second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. There's Robinson showing the flash. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Dart going to look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now Dart. And the ball is knocked out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
That's good for a Washington first down.
70-50.
First and 10 at the 40.
Up the middle with Booker. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
It's a loss of a yard.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Stephanie. Cowboy 80.
Shotgun handoff to Booker. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 37.
3rd and 7.
To the air goes Daniels. Pass caught by Phantom. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard
Pat the
line.
60. Pat the 60. Ready?
Daniels looking to throw. Over the middle, he's got Lane. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Liking 18. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. to the air. Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Throwing his Dart. Man open is Robinson. And he's got this down to the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Dart. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here's Dart. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The field goal would have been a pretty decent length, but I'm still kind of surprised they didn't kick it.
Yeah, I know, because you think you take the 3 there, trust him, but at the same time, if you can't pick up a few inches in this situation, you probably don't deserve to win the game anyway. Go get it, and they did.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing, Dart. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. From the 35, here's a second down and 9.
Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Booker. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Throwing his dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Go.
At the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
On the go.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 40 yards. And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. His way forward and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Dart. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. touchdown of the night. And the Giants use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Daniels. Completes it to Douglas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's downfield. He's got Fannin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the
Here's Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They juked him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. To throw now, Dart. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Dart. Quick hit here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go again with Tracy. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Booker. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This will get the lead up to 7. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And the Giants first down. It's a gain of 60 yards.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here comes 2nd down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Johnston. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Wow, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
They'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And, boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Young Wei Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
Second and 1.
Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And the Commanders are going to win this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Commanders, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the losses are piling up as they drop to
I just want to rock. Body of the